Hey guys, for today's profile review, we will be reviewing an account that is currently having a ranked identity crisis. They had a really successful strategy that they used last season, aka playing Garen, focusing on him and one-tricking him, which resulted in getting a 58% win rate over 300 games. But they have now, in the preseason, trying to learn a new strategy. So I break down exactly what this player needs to do to go from silver to platinum, whether they go back to their old strategy of one-tricking Garen, or they go to this new strategy of trying to learn a new role, which is mid lane. Guys, I think this video is useful for a lot of players, particularly in silver, gold, and below, because we always have identity crises where we don't know which role we want to play. We don't know what champions we want to play for a variety of reasons, whether it's because we want to have more fun, or we think we can carry better on this role, or we simply enjoy it more, or we just like the champions or the way that role is played and the impact it has on the game. So this is going to be a really great profile review, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you want your profile review just like what I've done here, check out the links in the comments below. And if you're also interested in the ranked climbing plan that I talk about in this profile review towards the end of the video, I've also got a link in the description below for you to book your own call for that. So anyway, guys, let's get into the video. Currently, your Silver 3 75 LP and your gold rank is Platinum. And I can see at the moment that you look like you've done a recent positional change. So looking at your mobilytics, I can see last season that you played about 800 games as top lane. And you had some pretty good success there, particularly on your Garen. But you've all of a sudden decided to switch. Now, I'm not too sure behind the reasoning of the switch, but I want to discuss that a little bit more, and I want to talk about your recent match history. I want to talk about your recent win rates in your last 60 games. I want to talk about your last season in top lane, and then I want to talk about your goal rank and how that all comes together. So the first thing I can see in your recent match history is that currently you're at an overall win rate of 33% in your last 60 games, which you can't climb with. No offense, like you're never going to get to Silver 3. You're never going to get from Silver 3 to Platinum with a 33% win rate. So something you're doing needs to change. Now, there's basically two ways to change what's currently happening. And it's not your teammates. It's not bad matchmaking. It's things in your control. The first thing is you go back to what was working, particularly your Garen top lane. 58% win rate over 300 games is incredible. Garen is still really strong at the moment, and you can climb easily to Platinum with Garen. The second thing is if you don't want to play top lane, so maybe you're bored of top lane, you don't like Garen anymore, or you just want to become a mid lane because you have more fun playing mid, or you really don't know, what you need to do is improve your current strategy. So right now, what you're doing is not working. You're playing Misfortune, Karma, Kassadin, Syndra, Ahri, Jace, TF, Jax, Akali. You're playing a really big pool of champions, and it's making your win rate suffer. Now, I'm not sure of the intention of why you're playing so many champions in preseason. Maybe you're trying to test to discover, well, what new strategy do you want to play in the new season because you don't like top lane anymore. And that's fine. I would have wanted to recommend to you that you shouldn't be doing this on the account that you want to get to Platinum because it's going to fuck up your MMR. Pre-season affects your next season rank. It affects your MMR. So whatever rank you finish now in the preseason, that carries over to the new season, to your placements, and to your overall account MMR. So your account doesn't actually reset every season MMR-wise. It's actually going to be whatever rank you finish this season. Around Silver 3, I can tell your MMR is probably around the Silver 2 mark. I can see all these games. So I want you to take that into account when you're considering basically destroying your account's matchmaking rank. You're basically destroying your elo right now with a 33% win rate. So what I recommend, if you are not wanting to play Garen and you are wanting to learn, that's fine. Just don't do it on the account that you want to climb to Platinum with, because you're going to ruin its MMR, and it's going to be much harder, and it's going to take hundreds of more games to actually climb to the goal rank you want to get to, which is Platinum, Solomon. So here's what you do instead. Instead of trying, learning, and failing on your main account, you get a second account, a Smurf account, where you try, learn, and fail on that account, and you only play what comes out as successful from that learning onto your main account. And this does a few things. One, this allows you to have fun, train, and learn new things in a very safe environment that doesn't affect your MMR or your journey to your goal rank. Two, it means you can enjoy League of Legends a lot more because you've got your main account where you're like try hard climbing on, and then you've got your second account where you're having fun, relaxing, learning, and enjoying the game a bit more. And three, it's going to get you to your goal rank quicker because you're going to separate your learning from your climbing, which is really important. And it's a strategy 99% of players do not do consistently in League of Legends. And that's what really separates the players who get to Diamond from the players who stay hard stuck in Silver and Gold. So if I was recommending to you, Solomon, what's the quickest way for you as an individual based on your current situation? The quickest way for you to climb to Platinum would be to go back and one-trick Garen. I can see that although you played 800 games in top lane with only 50.7% win rate, when you played Garen, you had a 58.3% win rate over 290 games. Now, I would argue if you played all 800 of your top lane games on Garen last season, you would have probably ended with about a 56% overall win rate. And instead of finishing, I believe you finished last season Gold 4, and you've already demoted to Silver 3, basically because you're trying to learn all this new stuff, you probably would have finished Plat already by not becoming a better player, but by just having a better strategy. And this is really what separates Gold players, Silver players from Platinum players and Diamond players is generally the players who climb to Platinum and Diamond have a strategy that they stick to for a long period of time. And a long period of time is usually 3 to 6 to 9 to 12 months. The players like you currently who don't stick to a long-term strategy, like, for example, if you just one-trick Garen last season, you'd already be at your goal rank. You struggle to climb because you don't stick to anything. And when we don't stick to anything in League of Legends, well, it's hard to climb because the players who are winning more games are the ones who are... You're basically putting yourself in an unfair... You're basically putting yourself in an unfair position because the players who are climbing are the players who have a small champion pool, know their strategy, and they're focusing on what works for them in terms of winning more games and climbing faster. And then you, all of a sudden, put yourself in the opposite pool where you played less than 50% of your games on your most successful champion last season. You're now learning all these new champions. You're putting yourself in a really difficult position and almost an impossible position for you to climb to your goal rank. So Solomon, I just want to make sure that, you know, your current strategy, it needs to be aligned to your goal strategy or something really, your goal rank or something really needs to change here. You either need to change what your goal rank is for League of Legends, so Platinum. You either need to get coaching to understand, well, okay, what you're currently doing, you need to figure out how you can make that work. Because if your heart is set on, let's say, playing mid lane now and focusing on Kassadin, well, what you're currently doing to do that isn't really working and is conducive to your goal rank. So you need assistance to figure that out. Now, what I'd recommend for someone like you, Solomon, you are interested in getting to Platinum. I assume you're pretty committed to getting to that goal rank. What I would recommend for a player like you is a monthly ranked climbing plan. And basically what that does is we break down exactly how you want to play League of Legends. We figure out your goal rank, Platinum, and we figure out why you want to get there. And then we relate how you want to play League of Legends to your goal rank, and we break it down month by month. So month 1, this is what we're focusing on to get you to Platinum. Month 2, this is what we're focusing on to get you to Platinum. And instead of going, okay, how do we get you from Silver 3 to Platinum? We break it down in, okay, how can we get you from Silver 3 to Silver 2? How can we get you from Silver 2 to Silver 1? How can we get you from Silver 1 back to Gold 4, to Gold 3, to Gold 2, to Gold 1, and eventually to Platinum? And this is the beauty of what I'm offering you, is it's coaching that follows you throughout your entire rank journey, which no one else is doing at the moment. So if you're interested in learning more about that, Solomon, once you've watched this profile review, please message me on Discord and we can talk more about booking a free coaching call on that to understand exactly what it entails, how it would work for someone like you in your situation, and how to get started with that. Overall, Solomon, I think if you're trying to get to Platinum in the fastest way possible, you just one-trick Garen. But if you're trying to learn this, learn a new role, learn a new set of champions, it's going to take a lot of work. And currently the strategy you're using right now isn't working. So I hope you found this profile review useful. Once you've watched it, please reach out to me. And as always, cheers and good luck on the Rift.